Alrighty, well, hey there, everybody. John here with Crypto Top 10 coming at you for some of the trending news stories in the crypto space. I missed quite the weekend and Monday, apparently, because, dear Lord, it is altcoin season. Praise Jeebus. I know you guys can't hear this because I checked before I started recording in earnest, but my 1 month old has the hiccups. They are adorable and very loud. It's not fussy, just hiccupy. Anyways, thanks to all those who have subscribed. Really do appreciate it. And without further tangents, let's get into things. A little bit of an update for you. XRP just passed 50 cents. Heck, the darn thing's closing in on 60 as we speak. It's now the third largest cryptocurrency after Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it's hitting price levels not seen since 2018. I'll be real excited when it starts hitting price levels not seen since 2017. Though, full disclosure, I don't actually have any XRP. I did at some point. I sold it for a loss to offset some gains. Like, I was just playing a tax game. Anyways, you sell stuff for a loss, sell stuff for a gain. It kind of evens out. I have to admit, I've been wrong about XRP. I didn't think it was going to rise like this quickly, but it has. At the time that this article is written, let's just change it. At the time that I'm talking, XRP is currently at 59 cents. The market cap being well above $25 billion, which allowed it to reclaim this third place spot from Tether. Good for them. I don't think Tether should be worth that much, quite honestly. I know they are just printing money to keep up with Bitcoin, but I don't trust Tether. I don't think it's actually backed by as much as they like to claim it is, but that's just my opinion. The previous all-time high for XRP was $3.84 back in 2018, and for a brief moment in 2017 was actually the world's second largest cryptocurrency. That's right, it actually there for a moment, a brief moment in time, surpassed Ethereum. What a crazy time that was. Now we are still well below the $3.84 that it was back then. However, the way the market seemed to be going, I could very well see them hitting that level sometime mid to late 2021 if current market trends hold. That is the key there. When does market trend actually hold? Now, let's hop on over and talk about PayPal. This is what will help a market trend hold, in my opinion. PayPal's chief executive believes that cryptos are the future and on the verge of mainstream adoption. More and more businesses and consumers are flocking to digital payments and digital currencies. In an interview with CNBC, good old Dan Schulman, PayPal CEO, said that the COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the shift and that 40 to 70% of consumers no longer want to handle cash. I'm not going to lie, I don't really like to handle cash. Now, let me put this differently. I don't like large amounts of cash in my wallet. If you want to give me large amounts of cash, I will take it, because I'll take it. But when I'm withdrawing my own funds, I tend to use a debit or a credit card. Big fan of Google, Apple Pay, things like that. Much more secure. Anyways, but PayPal is not just making it easier for people to buy and hold cryptos. The service will integrate existing merchant payment platforms, which will allow businesses to accept these digital forms of payment. He was quoted as saying, very importantly, early next year, we're going to allow cryptocurrencies to be a funding source for any transaction happening on all 28 million of our merchants, which that will significantly bolster the utility of our cryptocurrencies. That line right there, that's the huge part. Not only will PayPal now let you buy and sell cryptos, you can't withdraw crypto just yet. It's not perfect, but it exposes a large swath of the population to cryptocurrencies that maybe have never been exposed to it prior to this. On top of it, starting next year, you will be able to buy and spend your cryptocurrencies at any PayPal supported merchant. With 28 million merchants, that's a lot. It's not every merchant, but it's a lot. Basically, it's making it so that way people who love PayPal and merchants who love PayPal will benefit really, really well. Now, PayPal is global, over 300 million active users, i.e., a huge base. It has been buying up Bitcoin and other cryptos at a rapid pace. In fact, for them to be licensed in the state of New York, they have to have Bitcoin for every Bitcoin that is bought at a 1-to-1 ratio. So, Bitcoin, as a result, has bought nearly 70% of all new Bitcoin in circulation, which has been cited for a major reason for Bitcoin's rapid appreciation over the past month, to say nothing of Grayscale and any of the other investment trusts that are buying up Bitcoin, or any of the people who have these whales been buying up Bitcoin over the counter for the past, 5, 10, 12, 15, 18 months. But yeah, even though some of Bitcoin's most ardent detractors claim the digital currency lacks inherent value, Schumann can be quoted as saying as such, and I do agree, all forms of money are based on trust, and set values come from that trust. Look, we both agree that $1 is worth $1. It's not backed by gold or silver or copper. It's not backed by anything, just our faith in the United States government, I guess, in a weird way. And as more and more people have faith in Bitcoin, it drives its price up. It's been operating for, 11, going on 12 years soon, and just fine. And bringing healthy returns to all us crypto peeps. But yeah, let's hop on over. Cardano, which is also exploding in price. I believe it is testing 16 cents. At one point this year, it was 2 cents. So it's had a nice little run. Charles Hoskinson gave a nice little video update, as he is wont to do. I think he just loves to talk, quite honestly. He stated plans, which, as someone who loves Cardano, this is kind of out there. But he stated plans to build what they're going to be calling community hubs across major cities in the world. Hoskin mentioned that the community hubs will be tasked with helping to localize the use of Cardano amongst the people of each community. Like, I get that in theory, but my God, you want to build community outreach hubs to evangelize your crypto? That's a bit much, but if it works. So the Cardano Foundation, or CF, will be the ones that are kind of overseeing this, and it's kind of it's one of those things. The Cardano Foundation was originally supposed to focus with issues in like governance and regulations, but it's had kind of a troubled history. It was established on the Isle of Man, then it had to move to Switzerland, and then the head of the foundation, Michael Pearson, had to be moved from his office due to his method of operations, which I don't know the full story behind that. I didn't go looking for it because I have a baby. Like, I don't know what else to tell you people. But it has definitely been an interesting journey. But now there is a board that was set up with the mandate of representing the will of community. But what community? Well, that's where Hoskinson comes in, believing the solution will be these community hubs. You can set them across the world. The hubs would regularly receive grants and directives from the CF board on their operations. The hubs would be able to localize the use of Cardano, which he believes would accelerate the growth of the crypto asset. He went on to identify that the CF board would perform oversight functions for these hubs, that they could be playing a massive role in getting locals to use Cardano, and thus it is necessary to provide these hubs with the needed level of support and resources to allow them to operate effectively in their host communities. He also advised all these different things. Look, Cardano is entering an interesting time. Hoskinson's dream is to have 1 billion unique users on its platform by 2025. That is a high goal. Facebook did it, but I don't think Cardano will. But hey, you shoot for the billion mark and you miss and you end up with 200 million. Well, it's still 200 million. Like, PayPal's got 300, so I wouldn't be too disappointed in that, though he might. As well as the upcoming launch of Goguen and smart contracts and all these different things, Cardano's going to have a pretty interesting place over the next couple years, and its price is reflective of that. Don't be sleeping on Cardano. I love it. Its previous all-time high was $1.32. I want to see a $5 Cardano by the end of 2021 should market trends continue. I won't be retiring on a $5 Cardano, but I definitely would be much happier with one. So let's hop on over and keep the fun rolling because, guys, I'm really bullish about this market right now. Now, take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is for entertainment purposes. I am definitely not a trader or a financial advisor. Anyway, shape or form. I'm not. But in the last few days, Bitcoin, which did underperform Ethereum, but even with that, both Ethereum and Bitcoin are incredibly bullish right now, with a lot of people predicting that Ethereum is entering a parabolic rally as the ETH2 network launch progresses. This optimism is reflected in the options markets. And even without any crazy movement from Bitcoin in the past couple days, they are about the same. So if you look at the basis indicator, it compares the futures contracts level to the current price on regular spot exchanges. A healthy market would have a 5 to 10% annualized basis. So basically that's the mark. We'd want at least 5 to 10%. Ethereum's trading at between 10 and 20, so about double that amount. And Bitcoin futures premiums are about the same. So there's only one reason why a trader would pay a hefty premium on a futures contract, and that reason is bullishness. On top of that, another thing they look at is what they call the 25 delta skew. It provides insight into the sentiment and stance of professional traders. Typically, if the percentage of a delta skew is positive, it would show that sell options cost more, which means kind of bearish, so you want a negative skew. If it's a healthy market, or, well, a neutral market, you'll fluctuate between negative 20 and positive 20, just kind of up and down, up and down. Ethereum hasn't touched the positives since mid-October. In fact, it has been surprisingly over 25% negative for much of November, which is pretty nice. Same with Bitcoin. And the lower the number, the greater the negative, it shows that options traders are unwilling to sell upside protection. At 20%, the skew indicator signals that derivatives investors remain bullish. Bullish. Everyone is bullish. There seems no reason to doubt either's positive momentum. Even though Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin, traders are exhibiting the same confidence in both cryptos, and why wouldn't they? The promised time is upon us. Adoption is nigh, I say. But wrapping things up tonight, this will be the second year in a row the good old IRS in the United States is warning cryptocurrency investors. If you're in the United States, this is a little important thing. I'm glad to know, in case I ever get one of these letters. Dozens of individuals recently received them. I doubt I will. I don't have that much crypto. Basically telling people they owe gains from taxes on crypto holdings that they did not report when filing. Now, they're sending out this Form CP2000 letter stating how much the IRS believes the users owe and provide due dates for payment. However, the users likely never realize these gains, so they might not actually own the funds. So similar letters were sent to crypto exchange users last year. At the time, Justin Woodward, co-founder of TaxBit, another software vendor, told CoinDesk that people received letters because their exchange reported to the transactions to the IRS using Form 1099-K. This IRS form shows all transactions as generating revenue, even if some transactions actually resulted in a loss for the user. So as a result, the exchange might have a pretty different and pretty inflated tax burden for the users, and it looks like the same thing happened. So anyone who gets one of these forms should calculate their actual gains and losses and then report those to the IRS using a 1099-B. Now, exchanges could prevent these problems by sending their own 1099-B report to the IRS, which would accurately mark gains and losses, rather than these 1099-K forms. But the IRS never really issued any clear guidance, which is kind of why it's been happening. So basically, you get one of these letters in the mail, do not panic. Do your research, figure out whether or not you actually owe it or not, and then appeal your decision with appeal the IRS for the decision, and bring dem their receipts. But yeah, that'll do it for the trending articles in the crypto news space. Let's take a look at the green. The green, people, dear Lord, love it. Bitcoin is the only thing negative on the day, down 0.3%. It seems to be, it's altcoin season. Bitcoin will come back around in a week or so. Don't worry about it. Ethereum over $610 by 82 cents, up 9.11% on the day. Dang, but no one's beating out XRP right now, up 35.91% on the day and 112.15% on the week, dear Lord. Otherwise, everything else is still really good. Bitcoin Cash is spiking for whatever reason. Whatever. Bitcoin SV has been kicked out of the top 10. Long may it sit. It needs to move a bit farther down, in my opinion, but what do I know? But yeah, it is incredibly green. Cardano, oh man, they're testing 17 cents. I hadn't even realized that. Last I saw it was testing 16. Now it's getting close to 17. Polkadot's almost at $6. Binance Coin's looking at 32. Litecoin, I think Litecoin could retake $100 here pretty soon. Chainlink will be looking to attack its $20 all-time high. I mean, it's a good time to be holding crypto. And honestly, I don't see any reason why the good times won't continue to roll through the holidays. We are in the midst of the golden bull run to end all bull runs that we have been hoping for forever. Biggest winner on the day, hedge trades up 81%, but it's down 7% on the week, so whatever. Stellar, I would say, is probably the true winner in all this, up 44.2% on the day and 83.36% on the week. Good for Stellar. And good for Nano, good for XRP. I don't understand why Bitcoin Gold would be spiking like that. You can actually see on the chart it had a huge random flash crash. Probably because the 5 exchanges that traded it went down at the same time or something. I don't know. Biggest loser, ABBC coin, down 8.5%. Well, can't all be winners. Sushi Swamp, tanking. CeeLo, tanking. But it is what it is. That will do it for the trending articles today. My name is John with Crypto Top 10. Be coming at you with some more stuff tomorrow. Got promoted at the job, so we'll see if I have more or less spare time. Factor in the kid and a wife who's going stir crazy, stuck at home all day every day with the kid, and you got a recipe for me missing some days. But it is what it is. If you've made it to this point in the video, through all my confused and somewhat rude ramblings, thanks. Appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, dummy. That way you can hear me be grumpy every weekday that I decide to post something. Peace.